Welcome back to episode 2 of the 5 to 9 series. So I'm building UGC Tank, and it's a platform where brands can connect with vetted UGC creators. Today is Tuesday morning. I work full-time as a software engineer at Disney, and this series where I build my startup in public and do it alongside my 5 to 9 is not only a challenge, I want to show that it's possible to do stuff for yourself outside of your day job. I have been coding so much lately because my day job is all coding, 9 to 5, and I'll build UGC Tank up until the time I sleep, and it's been a cycle of just a lot of coding. And honestly, my eyes kind of hurt, but I am locked in and I'm ready to do the same thing today. I've made a ton of progress. I even set up an official corporation, a C Corp, for UGC Tank, and I got business banking for the company, so it feels very, very official. I decided against going for a co-founder. I know people always say that having a co-founder is better, but it was hard because usually when there are two co-founders, one is more technical, handles all the coding, and the other one is more specialized in like growth, marketing. Between me being both a software engineer and a creator building this in public, it was hard to decide whether I would get someone to help me with the technical side or the marketing and growth side. I kind of feel like I could just do both, but beyond that, I'm just very used to and comfortable working alone. I've been doing YouTube videos for 5-6 years now. I've always been a one-man team. I've never had anyone help me with filming or editing. Also, this app that I'm building for UGC Tank isn't that crazy. It's not gonna have like millions of users. It's gonna be a more vetted pool of both brands and creators. And in terms of the growth side, my hope is that a lot of the creators on UGC Tank are coming from you guys watching this. So yeah, I'm going solo.
When I look at you, yeah, I see forever. Yeah, I made mistakes, baby, I ain't know no better. And when we fell in love, you made me feel special. I want you right here in my arms forever. Oh.
Let me show you guys what I use to plan UGC Tank. I use this tool called Linear for ticket tracking and planning, and this video is sponsored by them. So this is my issue board. As you can see, I have tickets in to do, in progress, and done. I love how they really simplified the issue tracking experience. I just use the shortcut C to log a new issue. My favorite thing is that the interface is so straightforward, which is great for me because I love to work fast. They're used by over 16,000 teams, including OpenAI, Coinbase. This tool is exactly what I need to stay organized, so check out Linear in my description. I'll be using them every day. Honestly, I've been kind of struggling with building this app. I realized that when I first started with this idea, maybe 2 weeks ago, I just put my head down and started coding and building without really thinking hard or writing down the direction that I want to take UGC Tank. Let me give you some background. What I'm struggling with is in the world of companies that connect brands with creators, there are two ends of the spectrum. On one end, you have the influencer agencies. These are very hands-on, manual work. Brands give influencer agencies their full budget, and the agencies and their reps, they find qualified creators and they carry out the campaign for the brands. Agencies are how I got maybe 90% of my income from the past 5 years. So that's one end, super hands-on work. Nothing is really automated. It's all done through emails. On the other hand, you have software as a service, marketplace platforms, a very automated experience where brands can post jobs and creators can just apply. These platforms work more like a self-serve tool that can scale easily. And basically, I've been trying to figure out where I want UGC Tank to land in that spectrum. I know that I definitely don't want it to be like an influencer agency. If I wanted to go the very manual route, I don't even have to build anything right now. I could just start connecting you guys through emails alone. I definitely want to code myself some type of self-serve platform, but I don't want it to be as publicly accessible and uncurated. I want UGC Tank to land somewhere in the middle because the whole value prop of UGC Tank is that it's creator-led, and I, as the creator founder, am handpicking these quality UGC creators. So there was a moment last week where in the middle of my deep coding session where I just had to pause because I didn't really know where I was taking this app. I didn't know how much handholding I want to do for the brands. I'm trying to pick and choose aspects of the two ends and kind of combine the best parts of the two models. What I'm excited about is that most platforms in this niche are either in one end or the other. There are not that many in the middle, and that's exactly where I want to carve out the niche for UGC Tank. Yeah, this has been a very, very exciting project for me as a brand owner, as a software engineer, and as a creator who's also I've done UGC content myself for other brands too. This just feels like the perfect intersection, and it's been a really exciting 5 to 9 project for me these days. But anyway, it is Saturday, October 25. Really excited about the weekend because I don't have to code my 9 to 5, then 5 to 9 and go back and forth. I'm gonna be doing less coding this weekend. I think I really need to step back and just figure out the direction I want to go. Let's get to work. This weekend is all about planning. What would the experience look like for brands that want to hire UGC creators? creators. I want it to be more specialized in a marketplace, but I'd still want to offer self-serve tools that make things super easy for brands. So I'm laying out the roadmap for things like in-app messaging, creator and brand matching. It's going to be a lot of work, but seeing you guys DM me to be UGC creators and having brands in the waitlist is all the motivation I need. I'm only 2 weeks in and I've been loving this B2B model. It would be the brands paying me directly, which is such a nice change of pace from my last startup, Rate My Dorm. Now, what would make UGC Tank successful is if you guys were a part of it. As a creator on UGC Tank, you just film videos and get paid. And I really like that aspect when it comes to building this thing in public. I'm not charging you, but instead we're working together. Guys, I'm trying something new. So I actually just got the iPhone 17 Pro, and one of the newest features is that you could do something called dual capture. So I'm on that feature right now. I'm filming front and back. Like I said earlier, I don't think I need much help with the coding side of this app. If I were to get some help, either as a co-founder or employee help, that would be more so for operations, maybe creator management. But on the coding side, I got this, especially the fact that I've been using Claude Code. This is Claude. Here is the dashboard. I logged in with my UGC Tank email, jed@ugctank.com. I just set up some basic portal stuff for admin management. So if I wanted to onboard a creator, so once I onboard that creator, they would get an email and then they could sign in with a special link. This app would be invite only on the creator side. So I spent some time working on the authentication. You can only sign in with a Gmail or make an account if your email is on the onboarding creators list. So let's click sign in. This is connected to the email that I just added, my personal email. This is what happens when you click login. After being invited, you have to input your basic info. So let's put a photo of myself here. Image upload, I just fill out some basic info. And as you can see, this is the profile. Don't pay any attention to the designs. I was really just focusing on the coding part. From then on, you can connect your socials. So connect TikTok account. This is using the official TikTok display API. This is real data, by the way. So we have the followers, average views. I've been spending the past week messaging brand owners, people in the UGC space, people on X, a lot of founders, learning about what their problems are, getting their feedback on the tools today. And it's really helping me a lot on what features I want to add and leave behind. The big question for me as I'm building this is how much hand-holding do I want to do for the brand? You know, on the extreme end would be coaching and managing the creators and their campaigns for each brand. Luckily, this is only episode 2 and I'm just sharing all my thoughts because something I wish I did when I was documenting Rate My Dorm and building it in public was post more videos. I only made 4 videos about building Rate My Dorm and then I launched it on the 5th episode. So this time around, I want to document more of the process. See you guys soon.